everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube station, bringing you Game 4 of the series between the 1967 Boston Red Sox and the 1965 Los Angeles Dodgers. The Red Sox currently lead the series 3-0 on tremendous power hitting. And the Dodgers have brought Sandy Koufax back on short notice in this must-win situation for LA. Koufax will be facing Gary Ding Dong Bell, the Red Sox pitcher. Let's quickly go to the 1967 Boston Red Sox lineup as they try to close out the series with a 4-game sweep. Batting first, playing second base, Mike Andrews. Batting second, playing third base, Jerry Adair. Batting third, playing left field, Carl Yastrzemski. Batting fourth, playing right field, Tony Caligiero, the hero of Game 2. Batting fifth, playing first base, the boomer, George Scott. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, Rico Petrocelli. Batting seventh, playing center field, Reggie Smith, the hero of Game 3. He had 2 home runs in Game 3 to help propel the Boston Red Sox to a 3-0 lead. Batting eighth and doing the catching, Mike Ryan. Batting ninth, on the mound for the Boston Red Sox, Gary Ding Dong Bell. Now for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Trying to avoid the sweep here. Sandy Koufax comes back on short rest. Batting first, Maury playing short. Batting second, playing third base, Jim Gilliam. Batting third, the center fielder, Willie Davis. Batting fourth, playing right field, Ron Fairley. Batting fifth, playing left field, Lou Johnson. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Wes Parker. Batting seventh, playing second base, Jim Lefevre. Batting eighth and doing the catching, Johnny Roseboro. And batting ninth, on the mound, hoping to save the Dodgers from a sweep, Sandy Koufax. And let me quickly go to the chat and say hello to Tribes Fan. As Tribes Fan says, good evening from Chavez Ravine. ER Al's PC. This is correct. Hello, Broke Black Man 94. He says, what's good, Al? I missed your voice and had to hear. Well, you're one of the few people who missed my voice, Broke Black Man 94, moderator extraordinaire. Remember to check out Broke Black Man 94, his channel. It's a really fun YouTube channel. It's growing quickly, and I'm going to be able to say I remember him when. He does excellent Game of Thrones reviews. He has one up now, and he does movie and TV reviews. That's Broke Black Man 94. Check him out. Wonderful person. Does a great job, and he helps me out. He's my moderator. Very kind of him to continue to do that. All right. So Mike Andrews steps to the plate. And Andrews is looking for that 3-5 column. Koufax on the mound. I'll be managing my beloved Boston Red Sox. Koufax gets the sign from Johnny Roseboro. Here's the pitch. That is a 1-6. And Mike Andrews starts the game off with a walk. As the ball 4, curveball in the dirt by Sandy. I've been okay, David. Hanging in there, my friend. How's everything going with you? Are you teaching this year? Or did you have to do the student teaching thing? Alright, Mike Andrews at first, 60% chance of stealing, being held on by Wes Parker. Jerry Adair comes to the plate. Let's see. Adair's a C bunter. D hit and run. On deck is Yastrzemski. Adair's been hitting pretty good, though. I think we shall let Jerry Adair, excuse me, swing away. He's looking for the 1-3 column. Jerry Adair swing away. Koufax sets and delivers. That is a 3-9. And he goes down looking. Strike 3 on the curveball. So with 1 out, 1 on, Captain Carl Yastrzemski steps to the plate. Yaz wants that 3-5 column. Definitely want that 3 column. Lots of home runs there in blue. Roseboro goes through the signs. Koufax nods his head. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. That is a 5-6. And a big... Yo! He throws him with the curveball. Yastrzemski started the swing, but then held up. Strike 3. 2 up, 2 down. Man at first. Back-to-back Ks after the leadoff walk. Tony Calignero steps to plate, the hero of game number 2. Walk-off homer in the bottom of the 9th at Fenway. Tony C wants columns 1 and 2. 2 outs, 1 on. No score. Top of the first here in Dodger Stadium. Red Sox lead this series 3-0 and look to sweep. Koufax wants Roseboro to go through the signs again. Now he nods his head. Calignero digs in. Here's the pitch to Tony C. That is a 1-6 ground ball. Third base B. Gilliam should be able to handle this. And he throws over to Parker. Inning over. So the Red Sox do not score. We go to the bottom of the first. Due up for the Dodgers, Wills, Gilliam, and Davis. Let me quickly go to the chat. And David the Saint says, I decide to do student teaching in the spring so I can look for work. Adult life is beating me like Negan with a bat. Yeah, it's not a lot of fun, but you make it what it is. You'll be fine, my friend. You'll be fine. As I say, roll with the punches. You'll be fine. Alright, so Maury Wills comes up. Very dangerous base runner. Excellent handling the bat. We're going to play our corners in. Red Sox bring their corners in. Adair in at third, and the boomer, George Scott, in at first. Gilliam batted .286 in 1965. He's looking for that 3-6 column. Bell gets the sign from Ryan. Here's the pitch to Wills. That is a 2-7 ground ball. Third base B. Adair snags it over to Scott, and they get him. Good stretch by the boomer at first. 1 up, 1 down. Jim Gilliam steps to the plate. Gilliam, .280 hitter in 1965 with 4 home runs. He's batting lefty. Both he and Wills are switch hitters against the right-handed throwing Gary Ding Dong Bell. Gilliam wants the 2 or 5 column. A lot of blue on that 2 column. Bell rocks and fires. That is a 1-10. That's a pop up to second. Andrews calling for it. He squeezes his glove, makes the catch. For the second out here in the bottom of the first, Willie Davis steps to the plate. Dodgers center fielder, .238 with 10 home runs in 1965. left-handed batter. Bell toes the rubber, gets the sign from Ryan. Here's the pitch to Davis. That is a 6-9, 15. And that ball gets up the middle for a 2-out single past Petrocelli and Andrews. So Davis is on, and he is a tremendous base stealer.
Peanuts, get your peanuts here.
80% chance of stealing second base. Hello, Alvin. How are you, my friend? Alvin says you deserve a sweep if you beat Koufax in LA. Well, I made the computer bring him back on short notice because I think that's what they really would have done. So Ron Fairley steps to the plate. 274, 9 home runs in 65. 2 outs. Davis at first. Definitely a threat to steal. Here's the windup and the pitch by Bell. Davis is going with the pitch. He gets a big jump. We're going to throw down. That's a 15. Caught by Andrews. The tag not in time. Willie Davis steals second base. Dodger fans chanting, "We want to hit, we want to hit." RBI opportunity for Fairley. Again, he's looking for that 1-5 column. Ryan sets the target. Here's the pitch. Oh, the ball's in the dirt. Gets past Ryan. And advancing to third base is Davis, 90 feet away from giving the Dodgers a lead. Wild pitch on Gary Ding Dong Bell. Ryan calls time, goes out to the mound, has a word with Bell, now back behind the plate. Dodgers fans rocking and rolling here at the stadium. Here's the pitch to Fairley. It is a 4-5 ground ball. Shortstop X. Petrocelli moving towards the bag. Petrocelli, 55% chance of making a great play, 10% chance of a hit, 11% chance of an error. Petrocelli comes up with it and fires to Scott, inning over. So Rico comes up with a marvelous play at short, saving a run. We go to the top of the second, no score. Due up for the 1967 Red Sox, Scott, Petrocelli, and Smith. Scott's looking for the 2-5 column off Koufax. The windup and the pitch by Sandy. That is a 1-5, and that's going to be a big swing and a miss. The strikeout on the fastball. So with 1 out, Rico Petrocelli steps to the plate. He just made that excellent play going towards the middle, robbing a hit from Fairley and an RBI. Petrocelli's looking for the 2-3 column. He has 2 home runs on that 2 column. Roseboro sets the target. Here's the pitch to Petrocelli. 4-3, and that's going to be a swing and a miss by Rico. He strikes out on the curveball. 2 up, 2 down,
Get your peanuts here.
both via the K. And now the hero of Game 3, the man who belted 2 home runs off Dodger pitching, Reggie Smith steps to the plate. Reggie batted .246 with 15 home runs in 67. He's looking for the 3-1 column. Switch hitter, batting right-handed off the left-handed throwing Koufax. Koufax rocks and fires. It is a 1-5. Possible single. And that's it. That is a line out to Wills. Inning over. Go to the bottom of the second. Still no score. Due up for the Dodgers. Johnson, Parker, and Lefevre. Hello, Mr. Utah Mike. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. Johnson's looking for that 1-5 column. Gary Ding Dong Bell looking to punch Johnson out. Ryan goes through the sides. Here's the pitch to Johnson. That is a 3-11 ground ball, shortstop A. Petrocelli snares it, throws to Scott, all in one smooth motion for out number 1. Wes Parker steps to the plate. Dodger first baseman batted .238 with 8 home runs in 65. Bell nods his head. Here's the pitch to Parker. That is a 4-11 ground ball to Petrocelli. Again, 55% chance of the great play, 10% chance for the hit for Parker, 11% chance of an error. Petrocelli plays it on a hop, over to Scott. Out number 2. The Dodgers have been playing pepper with Petrocelli in these first 2 innings, and he has come up big. 2 outs, no one on. Dodgers second baseman Jim Lefevre steps to the plate, .250, 12 home runs, switch hitter, batting left-handed. Bell nods his head. Here's the pitch to Lefevre. That is a 2-8, and that's a swing and a miss. On the slider. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the third, still scoreless. Due up for the 1967 Red Sox. Ryan, Bell, and then the top of the order, Andrews. Ryan, weak hitting catcher, batted below 200, 199, 2 home runs. Right-handed batter. Koufax nods his head. Roseboro sets the target. Here's the pitch to Ryan. That is a 5-5, a possible home run or a double. It's a 20. I believe that's going to be off the wall. He just missed a home run by inches. The weak hitting Mike Ryan doubles off left center field wall. Starting off the inning with a double. He's in scoring position for Gary Ding Dong Bell. And the whole world knows that Bell's going to be bunting here to try to get Ryan to third base. And since we use C, because it's a pitcher's card for the hitting. Let's just look for ha-has. The 2 has 3, 4, 5. He actually has a home run on the 5 off the pitcher's card. That's pretty funny. C bunter, that's like 75. Well, let's see what the percentages here are. We're going to try to sacrifice Ryan over to third. Let's see, they'll give us the percentages here. 72%, yes. Here's the pitch. Bell puts the bunt down. Parker. And they just get him at first base. He does his job. So Parker, on the wheel play, fields it and throws to Lefevre, and they just get Gary Ding Dong Bell by a step. But Ryan advances to third. He represents the go-ahead run, 90 feet away with 1 out. Mike Andrews steps to the plate, and he walked his first time up. Andrews batted .263 with 8 home runs in 1967. Mr. Utah Mike asks, are you playing both teams, or are you just managing Boston? I'm just managing Boston. But I did make Sandy Koufax pitch on short rest, because I believe that's what they would have done in real life. Because if the Red Sox win, they sweep them in 4 straight. So Andrews at the plate. So that's a squeeze here. For ha-has, let's look at the squeeze. I'm not going to do it. Oh, they don't give you the percentages. So I just wanted to see the percentages. He's a B bunter. Alright. They're playing their infield back, so if I hit the ball to short or second, I should get a run. Andrews looking for that 3-5 column. The windup and the pitch by Sandy Koufax. It is a 2-9. It's either a double or a single. That's a 19 on the card. I think that's going to be a double. That's going to burn Davis to center. And that's a double. As Davis retrieves the ball and throws it back in towards second base, but too late. Mike Andrews doubles off Koufax, and it's 1-0 Red Sox. Remember, in Game 1, he led off with a home run off Koufax. So once again, Mike Andrews has Sandy Koufax's number. So with 1 out, 1-0 Red Sox, Andrews in scoring position. Jerry Adair steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Adair is looking for the 1-3 column. He batted .271 with 3 home runs in 67. Roseboro goes through the signs. Koufax nods his head. Roseboro sets the target. Here's the pitch to Jerry Adair. That is a 6-7. That's a 13, and I believe that's going to be a line out. Yeah, that's a line out. Andrews quickly gets back to the bag. So there's 2 outs now. Adair hit it hard, but he hit it right at, I believe it was Maury Wills. It's up to Captain Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz won the Triple Crown in 1967. He batted .326 with 44 home runs. 0 for 1 today. Koufax rocks and fires. Here's the pitch. Didn't do that right. Oh, they walked him. They don't want to deal with Yastrzemski. They intentionally walk Yaz. They get to Tony Calignera, the hero of Game 2. He had the walk-off home run at Fenway. Let's see if Tony C makes them pay. He digs in. He's looking for a pitch he can drive off Koufax. Very good fastball hitter, Tony C is. Roseboro sets the target. Here's the pitch to Calignera. That is a 3-10 ground ball to the pitcher B. Koufax fields it, throws it to Parker, inning over. The Red Sox draw first blood, though, on the Mike Andrews double. We go to the bottom of the third. The 1967 Red Sox won. The Los Angeles Dodgers of 1965, nothing. Due up for the Dodgers, Roseboro, Koufax, and Wills.
Team yearbooks, minutes, and programs.
Roseboro batted .233 with 8 home runs, left-handed batter, against the right-handed throwing Gary Ding Dong Bell. Bell nods his head. Here's the pitch to Roseboro. That is a 5-7. And he freezes him with a fastball on the outside corner. Gets him on the K. 1 up, 1 down. Here comes the pitcher, Sandy Koufax. Bell works quickly. Here's the pitch. That is a 1-9. And a swing and a miss by Sandy. Blew the fastball right by his counterpart. 2 up, 2 down. Top of the order, Maury Wills. 0 for 1. Tremendous speed and bat handling ability by Wills. Red Sox will move their corners in. Adair in at third. Scott in at first. Ryan sets the target. Here's the pitch to Maury Wills. That is a 2-3 ground ball to second base. Andrews grabs it over to first. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We go to the top of the fourth. The Red Sox lead Los Angeles 1-0. Hello, Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. How are you, my friend? How are you, Mr. Brody?
Peanuts, get your peanuts here.
And someone wants peanuts? Anyone wants peanuts? Remember to check out Higher Ground Gaming with Eric and Mr. Brody. Also check out Mr. Utah Mike. He does a lot of retro baseball gaming. I think, Mr. Utah Mike, it's all Strat-O-Matic, correct? And also check out Moderator Extraordinaire Broke Black Man 94, a.k.a. David the Saint. For movie and TV reviews, he has a Game of Thrones review up on his channel right now. So check all these fine gentlemen out. Back to the ball game. So the Boomer steps to the plate. George Scott, 0 for 1. Batted .303 with 19 home runs in 1967. Right-handed batter. Koufax rocks and fires. That is a 3-5. And the Boomer is patient and works a walk. Leadoff runner on. Rico Petrocelli steps to the plate. Scott 60% chance of stealing second. Parker to hold him on. I've not had great success with stealing anything in this game, regardless of who I play. So he's going to stay put. Petrocelli 0 for 1. Rico batted .259 with 17 home runs in 1967.
Peanuts, get your peanuts
Rico
here.
is a D bunter and a D hit and run and D stealing. So no, we're not going to put any plays on him. Hopefully Petrocelli can find a gap here. Rico is ready to grip and rip. Here's the delivery by Koufax. That is a 5-7. And he freezes him with the curveball. Strikes him out looking. Rico goes back to the bench muttering to himself. So with 1 out, 1 on, Reggie Smith steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Smith 15 home runs in 1967. He blasted 2 in Game 3 off Dodger pitching, leading the Red Sox to victory. Roseboro sets the target. Here's the pitch to Reggie Smith. That is a 4-7. And he freezes Smith with the curveball. So after walking Scott, he gets back-to-back strikeouts of Petrocelli and Smith. And now up the weak-hitting catcher who just barely missed a home run. Mike Ryan doubled to left center his first time up. Scored on the Mike Andrews double. Parker holding Scott on. Here's the pitch to Mike Ryan. That is a 4-8. And he gets hit on the curveball. Inning over. So after Koufax walks Scott, he strikes out the next 3 batters, and we go to the bottom of the 4th, 1-0 Boston. Due up for the Dodgers, Gilliam, Davis, and Fairley. Oh, so Mr. Utah Mike says he's found another game that he'll be putting on his channel. I recommend checking out his channel. That's Mr. Utah Mike. He says, for now, I found a classic old-school football game to put on there. Excellent. That's going to be fun. Look forward to that. So, Jim Gilliam sets the plate. He's 0 for 1. Bell's ready. Here's the pitch. That is a 4-7 fly ball, left field C. Yastrzemski ranges over. He reaches up and he makes the catch for the first out. Willie Davis steps to the plate. He's 1 for 1. He singled his first time up and stole the base. Ryan goes through the signs. Bell nods his head. Here's the pitch to Davis. That is a 4-8 possible triple. That's a 20. Let's see what's going to come up here. That's going to be a single as Caligiero quickly gets to the ball going towards the line and fires it back in towards Andrews in second base. So Davis is 2 for 2. Again, definitely a stealing threat. 80% chance of stealing. The boomer, George Scott, holding him on. Bell's going to have to keep an eye on Willie Davis at first. He represents the tying run, and he has tremendous speed and base running ability. Ron Fairley comes to the plate. Dodger first baseman, 274, 9 home runs in 1965. Another left-handed bat. The windup and the pitch by Bell. That is a 4-10 ground ball, third base X. Adair has a 30% chance of making the play, 20% chance of a hit. Oh boy, 30% chance of an error. Not looking good for Jerry Adair. He scoops it up and he fires his second close play out. So they get the lead. No, they turn 2. Wow. As Andrews is able to get the throw out to Scott. What a play turned by Jerry Adair. As that goes 5-4-3, Gary Ding Dong Bell is out of the inning. We go to the top of the 5th, 1-0 Boston. I didn't think Andrews was going to be able to get that throw off as Davis was bearing down on him. But he hung in there and he did.
Minutes and programs.
Due up for the Red Sox, Bell, then the top of the order, Andrews and Adair. If anyone gets on, Captain Carl Yastrzemski. Bell awaits the pitch from his counterpart, Sandy Koufax, and here it is. And that is a 3-7 ground ball, second base, A+. Lefevre charges it and throws to Parker for out number 1. Nice play by Lefevre at second. Top of the order, Mike Andrews. He's 1 for 1 with a double. He has the RBI. He also walked once. Koufax looking to get revenge on Mike Andrews. He nods his head. Here's the pitch. That is a 6-10 fly ball, left field C. Johnson on the move. And he makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Brings up the Red Sox third baseman who just started a marvelous double play. In the bottom of the 4th to end the inning. Adair 0 for 2 today. He struck out once. Koufax wants to get him again. Nods his head. Roseboro sets the target. Here's the pitch to Adair. That is a 4-6. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 Boston. Due up for the 1965 Los Angeles Dodgers. Johnson, Parker, and Lefevre. If anyone gets on, Roseboro. Johnson's 0 for 1. Bell has thrown 42 pitches. He's good for 92. Gary Ding Dong Bell nods his head. Ryan sets the target. Here's the pitch to Johnson. It is a 2-6. Swing and a miss on the fastball. So Gary Ding Dong Bell matching Koufax pitch for pitch so far in this ball game. 67 Red Sox have the lead, 1-0 over the 65 Dodgers. Wes Parker steps to the plate now. Dodger first baseman 0 for 1. Bell works quickly. Here's the pitch to Parker. That is a 1-4 ground ball to the pitcher. He snags the hard shot, throws over to Scott for the second out. 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Jim Lefevre, Dodgers second baseman. Will bat with 2 outs and no one on. Bell's ready to face the lefty. Here's the pitch. That is a 1-8. Oh, it's a possible home run or a double. The card is an 11. Smith going back at the wall. He leaps. And it bounces away from him. And Lefevre has a 2-out double. So with 2 outs, tying run at second base, the Dodger fans are going nuts here as they continue to chant, "We want to hit Johnny Roseboro." Dodger catcher at the plate 0 for 1. He has struck out. Ryan goes through the signs. Bell's ready. Here's the pitch to Roseboro. Tying run at second. That is a 2-7 ground ball to Scott. Can he handle it? He takes it to the bag himself. Inning over. Gary Ding Dong Bell pitches around the 2-out double. And out of the jam we go to the top of the 6th. 1-0 Boston. Due up for the Red Sox, Yastrzemski, Caligiero, and Scott. Yaz 0 for 1 with a walk. He has struck out once against Koufax. Sandy nods his head. He kicks and fires. That is a 2-3. And Yastrzemski's patience proves prudent as he walks to start off the top of the 6th. Parker to hold on Yaz, 60% chance of stealing second base. Tony Caligiero steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. And D bunting, D hit and run. I was just curious. That's what I thought he was. Caligiero, game-winning home run, bottom of the 9th, game 2. He'd love to duplicate that feat right now. Koufax gets the sign from Roseboro. Shakes his head. He wants him to go through the signs again. Now he's ready. The windup and the pitch to Caligiero. That is a 1-6 ground ball. Third base B. Gilliam, can they turn 2? No, they only get the force at second. Yastrzemski goes in hard on Lefevre, preventing the throw to first. Calignano's on first on the fielder's choice. Tony C, 65% chance of stealing. Second base Parker is not holding him on. He's playing behind him. And it brings up the boomer, George Scott. 0 for 1 with a walk. Scott has also struck out once. Koufax wants to get him again. Roseboro sets the target. Here's the pitch to the boomer. That is a 6-7, and he does get him again. Swing and a miss on the curveball. So with 2 outs, Calignano at first. Rico Petrocelli steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Koufax has gotten Rico twice on Ks, looking for the hat trick here, something that Petrocelli wants to avoid. We're going to attempt to steal with Calignano's 65% chance of getting the safe call, 25% chance to get the lead, so let's attempt to steal here. Calignano is taking the lead. Calignano is running with the pitch. Roseboro quickly throws down on the money, and Calignano is out by a mile. So that fooled no one. As Tony C is gunned down by Johnny Roseboro, inning over. Go to the bottom of the 6, 1-0 Boston. As the peanut vendor is once again heard on the mic. You can get the peanuts there. Due up for the Dodgers, Koufax, top of the order, Wills, and Gilliam. Bell's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Sandy Koufax. That is a 2-6. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Koufax goes down swinging. For the first out here in the bottom of the 6th, 1-0 Red Sox. Maury Wills steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. The Red Sox desperately want to keep him off the base paths. Very good base runner, excellent speed. Red Sox once again move their corners in. Jerry Adair in at third. Scott in at first. Bell's ready. Here's the pitch to Wills. That is a 1-8 line out. And Scott, with a quick reaction, catches that ball, robbing Wills of a double down the line. Very little time there for the boomer as he was in, guarding against the bunt. What a cat-like reflexes the boomer has. Was an excellent first baseman in his day. Mr. Utah Mike says, you're playing basic, basically, since these are teams from older time set, right? I believe you're correct. They do have some advanced, I believe, because I did read about it, but I will show you. I think you and Beatles were going back and forth with it, but I'm enjoying the game regardless. But, like, if we go to Jim Gilliam's card, you can see the righty-lefty is the same. See? Like, walk and walk. Triple and triple, pop out, pop out. But there are some elements, from what I understand, of, because I'm playing on maximum, and again, I'm not an expert at this game, I'm just enjoying it, of some advance. But yeah, with the older teams, and I think that was accurate with my board game from 1982. I remember I had the 27 Yankees, and there was no, you only got the one side, which was basically the 1, 2, 3 column, no splits. Mr. Utah Mike says, you and I are about 6, 7 months apart. I don't know if you're speaking to me or someone in the chat. Oh, you must be talking to Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, who says, 1 more hour till I hit 50. Happy birthday to Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. Many happy, healthy ones to come, my friend. God bless. And I'll be singing happy birthday to you after the game. So there. So stay tuned for that. So there's 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, and Jim Gilliam steps to the plate. Ryan sets the target. Here comes a pitch by Gary Ding Dong Bell. That is a 2-9. That's a possible double. That's a 13. I think that's going to be a single. It's going to drop in front of Reggie Smith. Uh-oh, that ball's carrying. That could be a double. Reggie Smith jumps. And he can't. He makes the catch, but then it pops out of his glove. And they're going to rule that a double, no error, as Smith put a tremendous hit on it. So the split, the double was 1 through 18. And it was a 13. Okay. Tying run at second. And Willie Davis comes to play. He's 2 for 2 off Gary Ding Dong Bell. On deck is Fairley. Ryan goes through the signs. Dodger fans rocking and rolling here at Dodger Stadium. Bell's ready. Here's the pitch to Davis. It is a 2-11. Ground ball to second base. Can Andrews make the play? He scoops it up. Over to first. Inning over. Once again, Gary Ding Dong Bell and the Red Sox snuff out a Dodger threat. We go to the top of the 7th. The 1967 Boston Red Sox won. The 1965 Dodgers nothing. And due up for the Red Sox, Petrocelli, Smith, and Ryan. Petrocelli was at the plate when Tony Caligiero was gunned out by Johnny Roseborough at second base. Rico 0 for 2. He's looking for the 2-3 column. Rico struck out twice against Koufax. The windup and the pitch by Sandy. That is a 2-7, and here comes the hat trick. Swing and a miss on the curveball. Rico goes down swinging for a third time. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming in the chat says, I'm hoping to score some Sox tickets for the game tomorrow. Well, I hope you get them, my friend. So with one out, Reggie Smith steps to plate. He's 0 for 2. He struck out once. Koufax nods his head. Roseborough sets the target. Here's the pitch to Smith. That is a 1-8 ground ball, third base B. Will Gilliam come up with it? He moves to his left. And he all-in-one motion throws to Parker for out number 2. That was a very smooth play by Jim Gilliam at third. So 2 outs, no one on. The catcher, Mike Ryan, steps at plate. He's 1 for 2. He had a big double. Advanced to third on a wild pitch and scored on the Mike Andrews double back in the top of the third. That's the only run of the ball game here. The Red Sox lead 1-0. It's 2 outs now, though. No one on. Here's the pitch to Ryan. That is a 5-5. And that ball is another double or a possible home run here. It's off the wall, and Ryan has his second double of the game, and again, just misses a home run. The weak-hitting catcher, he only batted .199. He has smashed Koufax for 2 wall ball doubles, barely missing home runs. Bell comes to the plate. There's a big opportunity here. Do we want to... Bell's been pitching a 4-hit shutout. You got a chance to put up another run here, though. There's 2 outs. How many pitches has he thrown? Let's see if I go here. He's thrown 73 pitches. He's good for 92 or 96. Wow. Let's check our... Joe Foy, hero of Game 1. He had the walk-off homer in extra innings. They'll just walk Foy, though. But then Andrews comes up. I could go to Hawk Harrelson. But then who comes in to pitch? That's the question. I don't have their full rosters. I don't have Sparky Lyle. I'm going to add them. I know how to add players now. So I'm excited about that. But I don't want to do that now because I already started the series. Pitched Santiago yesterday. I could go come back with Ozinski and then Wyatt like I did in... But that was yesterday, or Game 3. I don't want to come with Brandon. He was awful. I think I have to take advantage of this opportunity. Boy. I'm going to go with Hawk Harrelson, I think. To pinch hit. And I'm going to have to come Ozinski and Wyatt after. I got to take advantage of this guy on second base. So Gary Ding Dong Bell's day's over. Hawk Harrelson's going to come in to pinch hit. Give you the numbers on Bell, who pitched marvelously. Bell went 6 innings, 4 hits, no runs, no walks. He struck out 5. He threw 73 pitches. But I've decided to take... I got to try to get another run across here against Koufax. Oh! Okay, Mr. Utah Mike in the chat says, can we expect the 75 series next with teams being done using the history disc? I'm making the 75 team now. Now, Mr. Utah Mike, should I use the history stats or they have another one called normal stats? There is a slight difference with both. I've been using Baseball Reference to look to see which one's close. I think maybe I'll just look to see which one's closer to the average. So Hawk Harrelson steps to the plate. He batted .255 in 1967 for the Red Sox, 12 home runs. He came to the Red Sox after, God, did he come in August? August or September. And they picked him up after Tony Caligiero was tragically beamed in 67. So Harrelson's looking for the 1 or 5 column off Koufax. Important insurance run on second with 2 outs and Ryan. Koufax is ready. Here's the pitch to Hawk Harrelson. It is a 1-6, and that's going to knock in a run, folks. That's going to be, I believe, a double to left center. And that's going to get down into the wall. Okay, it is a double. I want to make sure nothing freaky happened. So, Hawk Harrelson's first hit of the series, a pinch hit double. The Red Sox take a 2-0 lead, so it works. We go to our bench, and Hawk Harrelson doubles. That's a big insurance run there. Let me go back to the chat here. Mr. Utah Mike says, and you're playing with the pitch count and not the regular Strat-O-Matic system. Again, just making a statement, not any accusations. I'm just playing the way it's set. So both teams are playing the same way. No one has an advantage here. So Mike Andrews comes to the plate, 1 for 2. They'd love to knock in a 3rd run here off Sandy Koufax. Andrews looking for the 3-5 column. Koufax gets the sign. Roseboro sets the target. Here's the pitch. It is a 6-7. That's a 16. That's going to be a lineout. Nice catch by Lefevre. Inning over. We go to the 7th inning stretch. 2-0 Boston. Lefevre saved a run there. We'll go to the trivia question once the song's over. As they play Take Me Out to the Ball Game. So the trivia question is, what pitcher originally held consecutive scoreless innings World Series record with 29 2/3 innings? Wow. 29 2/3 scoreless innings. 29 in the World Series. 29 2/3 scoreless innings. So once again, what pitcher originally held consecutive scoreless innings World Series record with 29 2/3 innings? I'm going to say Whitey Ford, but I bet you it's old school. I bet you it's old school. I'm going to say Whitey Ford, as Eric from Higher Ground Gaming says, must be a Yankee. That's what I believe. I think it's Whitey Ford. Alright, so we'll read the question one more time. What pitcher originally held consecutive scoreless innings World Series record with 29 2/3 innings? I'm going to go with Whitey Ford. Here's the answer. Oh, Babe Ruth! Ah, with the Red Sox, too. That's old school. Alright, we got to bring a pitcher in. And we're going to go with Dan Osinski. So Dan Osinski comes in the bottom of the 7th. It's good for 31 pitches. What are our game preferences? Oh, that's the dice. Game notes. So Osinski steps out to the mound. Warm-up toss is over. He'll face Fairley, Johnson, and Parker. If anyone gets on, Lefevre. Another righty-lefty matchup. Fairley's looking for the 1-5 column. Ryan sets the target. Here's the pitch by Osinski. It is a 6-2 fly ball out to Tony Caligiero. He moves over. He dives and he makes the catch. Caligiero running hard. Dives going towards the line, robbing Fairley of extra bases. Tony C. flashing the leather. One out. Lou Johnson steps to the plate. Righty-righty matchup. Johnson 0 for 2 today. He struck out once, but that was against Gary Ding Dong Bell. Johnson looking for the 1 or 5 column. Osinski rocks and fires. Here's a pitch to Johnson. That is a 2-8. Adair snags the line drive for out number 2. It brings up Wes Parker. He's 0 for 2, the Dodger first baseman. Parker looking to extend this inning. If he gets on, the tying run would come to the plate in Jimmy Lefevre. Osinski gets a sign from Ryan. Here's the pitch to Parker. That is a 1-2 ground ball to Adair. It's a slow bouncer. He picks it up and he fires to Scott. Inning over. The Dodgers go 1-2-3. In the bottom of the 7th, we go to the top of the 8th. 2-0 Red Sox. Koufax up there, 105 pitches. He's good for 136. Due up for the Red Sox. Adair, Yastrzemski, Caligiero. Adair's 0 for 3. Koufax needs to keep this a 2-run deficit. Dodgers don't score many runs at all. Here's the pitch to Jerry Adair. That is a 1-3. It's a sky-high pop-up. Wills at short calls for it. He makes the catch. Carl Yastrzemski steps up, play. He's 0 for 1. He's walked twice. Struck out once. Yaz looking for the 3-5 column. That 3 column, lots of blue. Lots of good stuff there for Yastrzemski on that 3. Koufax nods his head. He rocks and fires. Here's the pitch to Yaz. That is a 2-10. That ground ball to Wills. Scoops it up and throws over to Parker. Yastrzemski's retired. There's 2 outs in this inning. And Tony Caligiero steps to plate. Tony C. 0 for 3 today. reached on a fielder's choice and was thrown out by Johnny Roseborough trying to steal second. Koufax looking for a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 8th. Roseborough sets the target. Here's the pitch to Clignero. That is a 5-8, and that's a possible home run. As Clignero crushes that ball to center, Davis going back on it. Back. Davis jumps, and it's off the wall. Tony Clignero has a 2-out double. So Davis has been challenged 3 times, and he has not been able to make the play, but those were shots, 2 by Ryan and 1 by Clignero now. And it brings up the boomer, George Scott, 0 for 2. He's walked once, and he's struck out twice against Koufax. Another big insurance run out at second base in Tony Clignero. Scott digs in. He awaits the Koufax offering, and here it is. And they walk him. Roseborough puts the hand out. So Scott is intentionally walked. They're going to face Rico Petrocelli. Petrocelli's 0 for 3. Koufax has struck him out 3 times. Petro doesn't want to go down for a 4th time on strikes. Could this be Rico's revenge? We shall see. Here's the pitch by Koufax. That is a 1-10. He hits the ball hard, and Lefevre catches it at second base. Inning over, so Petrocelli hits the ball hard, but right at Lefevre at second base. He doesn't strike out, but it is an out nonetheless. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 2-0 Red Sox. Due up for the Dodgers, Lefevre, Roseborough, and Koufax. Jim Lefevre 1 for 2. He struck out once and doubled. Kozinski's still out on the mound. Ryan sets the target. Here's the pitch to Lefevre. That is a 5-6. That ball goes out to left field. Yastrzemski's there, and he makes the catch. Out number 1, the Red Sox are now 5 outs away from a 4-game sweep of the 65 Dodgers. Johnny Roseborough steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Righty-lefty matchup. Ryan sets the target. Here's the pitch to Roseborough. That is a 1-2. That's a sky-high pop-up. Andrews waves everybody off. He calls for it. He squeezes his glove. He makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the pitcher, Sandy Koufax, who I don't think the Dodgers are going to let hit. Down 2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. So I'm just going to click pitch. Or swing away. And the pinch hitter, Dick Trzewiski, steps to the plate. You might as well let Sandy hit. He batted .215 with 1 home run. But I believe he had a pinch hit single in one of the games. So Kozinski rubs up the baseball. Gets back on the rubber. Gets the sign from Ryan. Here's the pitch. That is a 1-10. And that's another pop-up. Jerry Adair calls for it. He makes the catch. Inning over. We go to the top of the 9th. The 1967 Red Sox 2. The 1965 Los Angeles Dodgers nothing. And warming up in the pen is John Wyatt for the Red Sox. And the new pitcher is Bob Miller. Bob Miller in 1965, 6 wins, 7 losses, 2.97 earned run average. Struck out 77, walked 26. Must keep this a 2-run deficit for the Dodgers to have any hope in the bottom of the 9th. Reggie Smith steps to the plate. He's 0 for 3. Koufax got him once on a strikeout. And Smith will bat left-handed now against the right-handed throwing Bob Miller. Miller gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Smith. That is a 1-9. That's a hard hit ball to Lefevre at second. He comes up with it over to first for out number 1. And here comes an unexpected hero here in Game 4. Mike Ryan, the light-hitting catcher. 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. He just missed having 2 home runs off Koufax. He's also struck out once. He's ready to grip and rip. Righty-righty matchup. Miller lines and fires. That is a 3-8. And Ryan works a walk. So with 1 out, Ryan's at first base. Parker playing behind him. Ryan has a 65% chance of stealing. And that brings up Dan Ozinski. And he's not going to hit. We will go to our bench. And we're going to go to Joe Foy. Oh, and you know what? We're going to go to Dalton Jones. Dalton Jones will come in to pinch hit. Jones in 1967, 289 batting average with 3 home runs, 409 slugging percentage. So Dalton Jones steps to the plate, left-handed batter, coming in to pinch hit against a right-handed throwing Bob Miller. 1 out, 1 on. Here's the pitch to Jones. That is a 2-5, and that's going to be a single with an equal sign, which I don't know what that means. And Ryan, so Ryan goes first to third on that, so maybe the equal sign means he takes an extra base. So Dalton Jones comes through once again with a pinch hit single. So first and third, top of the order, Mike Andrews steps to plate. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Dodgers move their corners in. Gilliam in at third, Parker in at first. Andrews is a B bunter, but he's going to swing away. He wants to lift this ball out to the outfield. And we should put a faster runner. And we're going to do that. So we're going to put Jose Tartable will pinch run for Mike Ryan. And his running is 1 through 16. So he's a better speed than Ryan. First and third, 1 out. The windup and the pitch by Miller. That is a 4-10. That's a fly ball, center field X. Davis coming in on it. Davis has a 2 range. Error rating of 6. Great play, 25%. 15% chance of a hit, 7% chance of an error. Let's see what happens. That's a looping fly ball. Willie Davis charges it. It falls in front of him. So Mike Andrews gets the bloop hit. The Red Sox go up 3-0. And Dalton Jones goes first to third on it. What a great read by Dalton Jones. Clutch hit by Mike Andrews. So runners on the corners still, and Jerry Adair comes to the plate. Adair's 0 for 4. He struck out twice. Again, corners move in. Adair looking to drive the ball here. Parker in at first, Gilliam in at third. Andrews at first, Jones at third. Here's the pitch to Jerry Adair. That is a 3-6, and that's going to be a single. Dalton Jones will score. Man on first can try for third. Offense must decide to send or hold the runner. Runner speed 14. He's being held, so it's 1 through 13. And we're going to hold him. Red Sox now lead 4-0 in the top of the ninth. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Carl Yastrzemski steps to plate 0 for 2. He's walked twice and struck out once. Yaz looking for the 3-5 column. And that 3 is just tremendous. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Miller has been roughed up here in the top of the ninth. Roseboro sets the target. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. It is a 3-10, and that's going to be a single with an equal sign. I believe Andrews will score. Man on second can try to score. Offense must decide. 75% chance, and We're going to send the lead runner. The throw is coming home. Trailing runner. We're going to hold the trailing runner. Andrews scores! It's now 5-0 on the Carl Yastrzemski one-out single. Adair held at second. Great base running by Mike Andrews. The Red Sox are now up 5-0 here in the top of the ninth as another nail goes in the Dodger coffin. Dodger Stadium eerily quiet. Tony Calignera steps to plate 1 for 4 with a double. Roseboro goes out to have a word with Miller. How long will the Dodgers stick with Bob Miller? We shall see. Roseboro back behind the plate. 2 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Calignera. That is a 1-6. Ground ball, third base. Can Gilliam turn 2? Comes up with it. Throw to second. And that's it. Hard slide by Yastrzemski once again. Breaks up the double play. So there's 2 outs. Runners on the corner. Calignera reaches on the fielder's choice. And the boomer, George Scott, steps to the plate 0 for 2. And he is walked 2 times. Scott ready to grip and rip. The windup and the pitch by Miller. That is a 5-10, and this is going to knock in some more runs. That's going to be a single to right. Adair scores. Calignera goes to third. On the Scott 2-out single, the Red Sox now lead 6-0, and you can hear another nail going in the coffin, folks. Boom, boom, boom. So 2 outs, runners on the corner. Rico Petrocelli steps to the plate. Rico's had a tough day. He's 0 for 4 and he struck out 3 times. He'd like to get off the snide here. Red Sox lead 6-0. Top of the ninth, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Petrocelli. That is a 2-10, and that ball is gone. Rico Petrocelli has just taken out all of his frustrations on Miller, and that is a bomb to left center field. The Red Sox now go up 9-0. As Petrocelli crushes that Miller offering. As the fans at Dodger Stadium start to empty out. Reggie Smith steps to the plate, 0 for 4. He struck out once. A tremendous amount of jubilation in the Red Sox dugout, as they are 3 outs away from sweeping the 65 Dodgers of Koufax and Drysdale. Here's the pitch to Smith. Will the inning continue? That's a 3-11. Ground ball to Gilliam. Picks it up over to Parker, and mercifully, the top of the ninth is over. But the Red Sox score 7 times to take a 9-0 lead. And now we need a pitcher. Coming in to close it out, John Wyatt. Then we'll need a catcher also. So Wyatt's going to come in to pitch. Elston Howard will come in to catch, leaving only Joe Foy on the bench. If we have to go to the bench, something horrible happens. So, oh, catcher. I gotta drag the C up here. Forgot to do that. Here we go.
Minutes and programs.
I don't think there's many people who want programs right now, Mr. Vendor. And so on the mound, John Wyatt. 10 wins, 7 losses, 2.61 earned run average in 67. They don't give you his saves. Struck out 68, walked 39 in 93 innings pitched. He'll be facing the top of the orders for the Dodgers. Wills, Gilliam, and Davis. Red Sox 3 outs away from a 4-game sweep here. Howard goes through the signs. White nods his head. Here's the pitch to Wills. That is a 4-6. Ground ball to shortstop. Can Petrocelli make the play? He comes in, throws. It's in the dirt. And Scott can't come up with it. That's going to be an error on Rico Petrocelli. So Petroselli can't follow up his 3-run homer with a really nice play. He charged it very aggressively, but could not come up with a good throw. It was in the dirt. Scott did block it, though, keeping Wills at first base. We're not going to hold him on, so I want to play behind base runner. I'm going to play behind him. His run means nothing. Gives Scott more range. Jim Gilliam steps to the plate. Wyatt's ready. Here's the pitch to Gilliam. That is a 4-9. It's a fly ball out to Yastrzemski. No, it's a Petroselli's going to catch that ball. No. Yastrzemski calls him off. He makes the catch. So I think the first one was a foul ball, so Petroselli went over, couldn't get to it. And the next one's a fly out to Yastrzemski. I got it. So Red Sox 2 outs away. Willie Davis steps up plate. He's 2 for 3. We don't want to hold. Come on, computer. Why would you hold a runner on with a 9-0 lead? Once again, Scott will play behind him. Davis 2 for 3. Howard sets the target. Here's the pitch to Davis. That is a 6-7. That's a 13. That's a hard hit ball. And Adair makes the catch. On the line drive, robbing Davis of a hit. Red Sox 1 out away from the sweep and series victory. And once again, the computer wants to hold on the runner. Scott moves behind him. It's up to Ron Fairley to keep the inning alive and the game and the series. He's 0 for 3. The windup and the pitch by Wyatt. That is a 4-7. And he gets him. He throws him with the fastball on the inside corner. This ball game is over, folks. The Red Sox of 1967 sweep the 1965 Dodgers 4-0 with a 9-0 victory here in Game 4. They blow the doors open in the top of the 9th with 7 runs. Rico Petroselli puts the final nail in the coffin with a 3-run blast to left center. Let's go to the box score. And the box score will be up in a moment. And before we go to the box score, let me just say thank you to the people who joined me in the chat. Mr. Utah Mike, thank you very much. Check out his channel. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. Check out Eric and Brody. Higher Ground Gaming. Excellent channel. And happy birthday to Eric. Mr. King Castro, how are you, my friend? Thank you for joining us. Didn't see you. Alvin Leslie, thank you. I believe Tribes Fan was in here earlier. He was. And also Broke Black Man 94, a.k.a. David the Saint, moderator extraordinaire. Check out his channel, Broke Black Man 94. He does a lot of excellent movie and TV reviews. He has a wonderful Game of Thrones episode review up on his channel now. So thank you very much to everyone who joined in the chat and also watched. And if you watch at a later date, try to catch us live. It's a lot of fun. As Broke Black Man says, love the stream. Thank you very much, my friend. Ken Castro says, happy to be back with my family. Ken was up in Canada. Ken, were you ever able to meet up with Greg Gorecki? All right, let's go to the box score and call it a stream. Red Sox win 9-0 and sweep the Dodgers 4-0. Winning pitcher, Gary Ding Dong Bell, goes 6 innings, 4 hits, no runs, struck out 5. Then Dan Ozinski comes in. He pitched 2 innings. He gets the hold. Zeros across the board. And John White pitches the 9th. And he strikes out fairly to end the game. Sandy Koufax takes the loss. That's, I believe that's his second loss because he went the distance in Game 1. He gave up the Foy bottom of the 10th home run, I believe. I'd have to go back and check. So he went 8 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked 5, struck out 10. And Miller came in the 9th, and he got shell-shocked. 6 hits, 7 runs, all were earned. 1 walk, didn't strike out any, and gave up a 3-run blast to Petrocelli. Player of the game. That's going to be a tough one. They don't give me a player of the game, so we're going to have to pick. Mike Ryan, 2 for 3. The weak hitting catcher with 2 doubles, scored 2 runs. Mike Andrews, 2 for 4, a run and 2 RBIs. There's a lot of heroes here. The whole Red Sox team gets player of the game, I've decided. But actually, it's going to be Andrews, Ryan, and Gary Ding Dong Bell. And Yastrzemski. So there's a lot of heroes here in this 4-game sweep. Alright, so the box score. For the victorious visiting Boston Red Sox, Mike Andrews, 2 for 4, 1 RBI, 1 run scored, 2 RBIs. Jerry Adair, 1 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. Carl Yastrzemski, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Tony Calignero, 1 for 5 with a run scored. George the Boomer Scott, 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Rico Petrocelli he was having an awful day till that 3-run homer. He was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts until that homer in the top of the 9th. So he goes 1 for 5 with 1 run and 3 RBIs. Reggie Smith 0 for 5. Mike Ryan 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. Tartable scored a run. He was a pinch runner. Elstenhauer came in for defensive purposes, did not get an at-bat. Bell 0 for 1. Hawk Harrelson got a pinch hit RBI single. That was huge. Yastrzemski came in to pitch, did not get an at-bat. Dalton Jones, another big pinch hit single. 1 for 1 with a run scored. John White closed out the game, didn't get an at-bat. So in total, the Red Sox had 36 at-bats, 9 runs, 11 hits, 9 RBIs. And now for the anemic Los Angeles Dodgers. Maury Wills, this was huge. They kept him off the base paths. He was 0 for 4. Another speedy ball player, Gilliam, 1 for 4. Davis, 2 for 4. Fairley, 0 for 4. Johnson, 0 for 3. Parker, 0 for 3. Lefevre, 1 for 3. Roseboro, 0 for 3. Koufax, 0 for 2. And the pinch hitter, Trzewiski, 0 for 1. In total, the Dodgers, 31 at-bats, no runs, and only 4 hits. So Red Sox pitching toss a 4-hit shutout. The Boston Red Sox take this series 4-0 with an absolute whitewash of the Dodgers in Game 4. It was close going into the top of the 9th. It was 2-0, but Miller could not keep this game close. The Red Sox come up with 7 runs. And the final nail in the coffin was the Rico Petrocelli 3-run blast. This is Al, Red Sox fan, saying thank you very much for watching. Hope everyone enjoyed. If you like, hit the like button, hit the share button. Spread the word. Let's grow the channel and the community. That includes everyone. That includes Higher Ground Gaming with Eric. That includes Mr. Utah Mike. That includes Broke Black Man 94. ID Gesture. What's Blazing in Sports. So let's grow all of our channels together and have fun. And Ken Castro says, when did the series begin? Missed the 3 previous games. Oh, they're doozies, Ken. Just go back and watch the endings if you don't want to watch the whole thing. They're great games. This was a whitewash. The other ones were all close. So, and now, as I promised, I'm going to sing happy birthday to Eric. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eric. Happy birthday to you. Many happy, healthy ones to come, my friend. And to everyone else, take care. Bye-bye. See you soon. God bless.